Hey, y'all, Devaldis G. Grateful to be here. Grateful to be sober. Thank you, Debbie, for being the captain of the ship. The hostess with the mostest. Appreciate your service. Aaliyah, thank you uh for asking me to share my experience, share for hope, and being a servant of your higher power to ask me. And that meditation just catapulted me, right? Like first of all, let me say this, Debbie, I love your energy. Oh my God, like you made me want to run through a brick wall, right? Like, and that's the energy I need when I come around here, because when I come around here, I have no hope. I'm in a dark place when I come into the rooms of Alcoholics Anonymous, and ain't nothing funny, right? Nothing's funnier when I come up in here. And I'm grateful that y'all taught me how to laugh, smile, hug, and love. So I'm grateful for that. So I can never repay Alcoholics Anonymous and the God of my understanding for bringing me to this awesome, amazing way of life. And it has transformed my life. I'm grateful for the spiritual awakening that as a result of working the steps. And I'm grateful for the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous and the fellowship that led me to the power that keeps me sober. Right? Led me to the power that keeps me sober. Let me get a quiet time so the God of my understanding can come in, and another quiet time because I need to invite God in and remove self. So I can have a seat in the trunk. God, I thank you for everything you've given me. I thank you for everything you've taken from me. And I thank you for everything you've left me. Thy will and thy mouth be done. Once again, my name is Devaldis and I'm an alcoholic. And I got a tribe, y'all, and I got a herd, and I don't know where I'm going with this share. Like I just show up. Right? When I show up, God shows up. When I don't want to show up, God shows up. When I'm unwilling to show up, God is always present. He's always there. And I'm gonna talk a lot about God. I'm gonna talk a lot about this power, right? Like I'm gonna talk about how I was unwilling to believe I was like y'all, right? I didn't believe it. I couldn't imagine that I fooled myself. I fooled myself for a long time. Let me do some clearing up. Congratulations to everybody that's celebrating, that counting days, all the day counters, man, welcome. Like Debbie said, yay, welcome. Welcome. Get excited because you don't know it yet, but and if you have experienced it, your life will become exciting. I'm excited about this way of life. So I got a God-given separation date, reborn date, surrender date of November 28, 2018. So I just celebrated 6 years of uninterrupted sobriety, one day at a time. I have a sponsor who has a sponsor, and I take men through the book when they allow me. I have a home group, Drunk Squad Double Speaker Meeting. As a matter of fact, a sidebar, Drunk Squad is doing an alkathon, New Year's Eve to New Year's Day, 24-hour alkathon around the globe. And that information can be sent to you and will be sent to you. I know some members that's up in here that got that flyer. If it can be posted in the chat, it will be posted in the chat. Okay, so I'm done with that. Okay, so and I got a home group, and they keep me accountable. The members in my home group keep me accountable, even though I don't want to hear what they got to say at times, right? I don't want to hear that mess, right? I don't want to hear, because they calling me on my stuff, right? Like, and I got some members that I can relate to, that I can talk to, that I can come to, that I can heal with, right? So I'm telling anybody new, get connected to this fellowship. And when I get connected to this fellowship leads me to a power greater than myself, right? So I'm gonna say this: get connected, so I stay protected, so I won't get infected from my unexpected thinking. I don't think the same. I'm not the same person that came around here November 28, 2018. I have conformed my will to God's will. And now I can experience a new life. I don't want my old life back. I got a new life today. And I get to show up and I get to be present in the presence of my higher power. Right? So I need to say some things that that help me on a regular basis. When I pray to God regularly, irregular things happen on a regular basis. I'm gonna say that again. When I pray to God regularly, irregular things will happen on a regular basis. God always wows me, amazes me. I'm talking about blows my understanding. Like, and I didn't understand it when I first came around. Like I said, I was in a dark place when I came up in here, right? Because I'm a repeat offender. I come around here and I think I know better than y'all. Right. I think I know what's best for me. I think I know better than God. Right. When I first come around, every time I came around here, I X myself out this deal. Right. I X myself out this deal and X's myself out this deal. I end up at the liquor store. I end up on a crate, looking out some Venetian blinds, look, I'm talking about me, right? Like, and it wasn't until this time, and something happened this time around. When I came around, I got surrendered. My step one was happening long before I came back into the rooms of Alcoholics Anonymous, but I just couldn't see it. I was blind to it. My mind was hiding the truth from me. It was hiding the truth from me, and I just couldn't see that alcohol was whipping my ass. Alcohol was beating me into the rooms of alcohol. It was thank God it didn't beat me to the grave. So I'm grateful for every bottle, every bag, all the chaos, all the drama, everything that happened to me, because God and God's economy, pain don't go wasted. Right? It don't go wasted. God uses everything that I go through. I tell my sponsees all the time, God ain't gonna put nobody in my life that's experiencing what they experiencing, and I found a way out. Right? God, my experience is my experience, and I can't have my experience until I experience my experience. I don't know if that made sense, y'all, but it made sense to me, right? I got to experience this thing for myself. I can tell you all about it. I can come and hear all these speakers, great speakers, and how they work the program and how they got this God that they understand it and how they life transform. But until I experience it for myself, because my story is my story. What God gonna do in your life is your story. So come all the way in, sit all the way down, and glue your butt to the seat. And as a result of getting some Gorilla Glue, I glued my butt to the seat. I got this Gorilla Glue, right? And I've been on this journey, and I've been on some ups and downs, some valleys, low spots, high spots. And sometimes I'm on an even keel. Sometimes when I invite God in, right? So I made a beginning on all 12 steps. I got a sponsor this time around, not by name. Right, I stopped going to meetings and trying to look good, sound profound. Right, I got a real sponsor not by name. I utilized the sponsor this time because I want to go to meetings and I want y'all to like me, so I want to sound good. I want to somewhere in the mix, somewhere in working the 12 step. Right, I don't care about what y'all think about me. Right, it don't matter what y'all think about me. It's all that matters is what God thinks about me. He says, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Right? That's my walk. I'm trying to please God, not trying to please man. And I don't do that thing perfectly. This program is not I don't do everything perfectly. I practice. I'm auditioning. Like I'm in an auditioning right now. Like I'm auditioning to perfect and enlarge my spiritual life through work and self-sacrifice. I don't want to show up for my sponsees sometimes. Look, I'm being honest. I don't want to do all that. I ain't signed up for all this stuff, right? Like all this one in order. I can't go through it. That's too much for me. But God continuously put members in my life that I can try to help. I can't help everybody. Everybody can't hear me, right? But the ones that God put in my life that say, damn, I want what you got. And I let them know, dog, you don't want what you got. You don't want what I got. You want what you got, but you got to tap into it. And I can lead you to wanting what you got, because when I come around here, I don't want nothing I got. My life was burned to the ground. I made a mess of my life. And guess what? The fellowship clapped me back in and said, keep coming back. What an awesome program, right? We got an awesome program that tells me, even though my life, I look at my life as nothing. I'm hopeless, defeated, broken, beaten, and I needed it. I needed to be beaten to a state of reasonableness, a state of surrender, a state of, I can't, God can, I'm gonna let you. And I let God on a regular basis, right? So I make a beginning on the steps. I get a sponsor. I ain't gonna go through my whole story, right? Like, my story don't change. My story don't change. My perception changes as I go through life, as I live through life. I heard a speaker say, man, God is disguised in our everyday lives. Just watch. Just watch. God there, like he's disguised. Like, watch for the fingerprints of God. Watch for it. And I see on a regular basis how God shows up and does for me what I can't do for myself. On a regular basis. I'm confident. I came in here with a God of my misunderstanding. Y'all told me to get a God of my understanding. And now I got a God that I understand. I don't know when he gonna do it. I don't know how he gonna do it. But guess what, y'all? I know he gonna do it. Not according to my plans, but according to his plans, and to get me to a desired state, to get me to the person that he wants me to be. And I'm unbecoming everything that I became, so I can become everything that God wants me to be. And I'm grateful for that process. It don't feel good, right? It's like pruning. It's like pruning. I'm sure when you prune roses, it don't feel good. I need to get rid of these things that's blocking me. And it don't feel good when God is pruning me, right? He's stripping me. He's getting rid of everything that I thought was serving me purpose. And so I can grow, right? I was a diamond in the dirt. And I couldn't see because of all the dirtiness that was on me. I didn't see the shine because all and the program of Alcoholics Anonymous, and God cleaned me up, washed me up. Now I can shine the way God wants me to shine, not by my ego, not by my pride, but by God's will. By God's grace. I'm sober by God's grace. So coming up in here, I get a sponsor, right? Like I went through all the terrific beating administered by alcohol. I went through all that, right? Like, and I thought I could do it again, and this time gonna be different. And last time I went through all that. And I got towed off. I got broke off. I got a beat down. I kept getting back in the goddamn ring. I got in the ring with Mike Tyson, and he bit my ear off this time, right? Like, look, I'm grateful for the biting of the ear off, because that led me to the willingness that I have, and I stay willing today. I stay willing. I'm honest about everything. I don't drink about nothing. And I talk about everything, right? And I come up in here and I'm still open-minded, because I'm like a sponge. I want more. I want more. I want more of what God has in store for me, y'all. He ain't done with me yet. Like, I want more. I want more of this grace. I want more of this sunshine. I want more of everything that God, because he showed himself approved to me. Like, and I want more. Just like alcohol, I wanted more. Alcohol was the power greater than me. I served it. It was my God. It was the God of my understanding. It was God of my reasoning. And I needed a power greater than it. And I got a God of my understanding, right? Like, and I come back there. Now, I wanted more of alcohol, but now today I come around the room and I want more of this thing that y'all call a program of action, a program of service, a program of getting closer to my Creator. The most important relationship that I have in my life is this walk with my Creator. Just walk. And sometimes it gets unsure. Right? Sometimes it's not, sometimes like, sometimes it's uncomfortable. It's real uncomfortable, and life shows up, and as a result of me getting this sponsor, and my sponsor telling me, instead of telling God how big your problems, I tell your problems how big your God is. And I start talking to my problem, and I start relating to my problem. And I said, I got an awesome, amazing God that's going to do for me what I can't do for myself. He going to fix this. He going to take care of me. I'm safe and protected. And I continue to live that way, right? Like, and that was the first 3 steps, right? Like, and then y'all tell me you got to do a 4th step. Damn, what an order. I can't go through. That's the paper trail. I don't want to do a paper trail. Like, and in my fifth step, y'all tell me, yeah, I got to tell on myself. Where I'm from, snitches get stitches. We don't talk. We don't talk. We don't tell on ourselves, right? Like, and I don't want to do that when I'm from, like, man, like, I couldn't ask for help when I came around here. If you see me fighting a bear in the woods, don't help me help the damn bear. I'm getting toe off. The bear breaking me off. Please help me. I come up in here fully surrendered, asking for help. But that's not the most spiritual thing. Accepting the help when it's offered. That's the transformation. That's the change. When I accept the help and I start doing what y'all doing and I start applying these principles in all of my affairs, my life starts to God creates a new life. And it came by way of Alcoholics Anonymous. Right? A lot of things come down the pipeline. When I first came around, I was so gung-ho on getting this relationship, right? I was so gung-ho. And I was trying to force it, right? I'm trying to force the relationship, and I burned it to the ground. And now that I'm sober, you need to want me, right? Like, I came up in here with that mind frame. Just want me. Why don't you want me? I'm sober now, but I'm still behaving the same way. I'm still showing up the same way. It wasn't until I got this sponsor, I made a beginning on the step, and in 6 and 7, I asked God, I became willing, and I asked God to remove these things that's blocking me, that's keeping me separated from you and from Him. I became willing, right? And I started making these amends, and in these amends process for me. That 9th step, there's something in me that I can't explain. That was when I got rocketed into the 4th dimension. When I started seeing people, these people that I hurt and I harmed and I caused havoc in their life and I burned their life to the ground, and I stopped showing up with the same. I cannot create healthy and new relationship with the same burnt wood from the past. So God gave me some new 2x4s. He gave me a new foundation, right? I got some new 2x4s, and I can reconstruct my life based on this foundation of my higher power, right? And I start making these amends, right? Like, and I'm gonna talk about a few of these amends because I need to talk about them because it's present in my life. It's current. Things happen. I made my first amends was with my mom, and my mom said, I made that amends, and she said, you taken 10 years from my life. Now you've given it back. The transformation, y'all. The transformation. Look, my mother said, you're an embarrassment. I lost my mom last year on her deathbed. On her deathbed, she said, you're the best son I got. I can't make this stuff up, y'all. God doing for me what I can't do for myself as a result of surrendering continues. I'm talking about intentional surrender. Intentional. All things are working for my good. God is intentional. I got an intentional God, right? Made my amends with my dad. First of all, let me talk about this fear inventory because it helped me, and I don't think I would have been able to show up the way I showed up for my family. Like, I do service inside and outside the room. This ain't just about inside. We practice these principles in all our affairs. All our affairs. So outside my room, outside these rooms, I get to show up differently. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna say differently. That's a bad word because different can be worse. Right? Like, different can be. So I show up better. Green and growing. Right? I do this fear inventory and I got to get props out to my friend Andy H. That I was scared to ask him for help on this fear inventory. I didn't want to do it with my sponsor, and I felt comfortable with this man. And I did this fear inventory, right? I did this fear inventory. I don't care who you get it from, just get it. Get it from, I don't care who you get the solution from, just get it to the solution. It don't matter, it ain't gotta be my sponsor. I wanna, my sponsor. No, it ain't gotta come from my sponsor. If I want what y'all got, and I'm willing to go to any length to get it, and I see somebody that got what I want, go for it. Because the liquor store had what I wanted for a long time, and I went for it, right? I went for it. I'm talking about pedal to the metal, mash the gas, green light go, anything goes, by any means necessary. I made it to that liquor store, so I want to make it to this solution. It ain't no end. It's a continuation, y'all. I continue to do this thing, right? As a continuation. I did this fear inventory with my friend. I ain't know him from a can of paint. I heard him talk about the fears and what drives me, and I brought God in over the fears, and I asked him, and I did that first fear inventory, and I was scared of my dad. My dad was the disciplinarian. Men don't cry. Excuse my language. Crying is for pussies, and he would beat my ass. I ain't doing this because we ain't doing my parents. We ain't doing this because we hate you. We doing it because we love you. And I lived in that. If you don't hit me, you don't love me. I lived in that. In relationships, I used to get hit. And I stayed in relationship because she must love me because she's hitting me. Misinformation, y'all. False information. And I come around here and I start doing this, and I continue to do this work, and guess what? Like, I get free, right? Like, and I make this amends with my dad, the same dude that told me men don't cry and beat my butt, right? Like, he beat my butt, and I made this amends with him. And my dad is not the congratulations or the loving and caring person that I met in these men around the room. He's not that dude. He's not that. He's a military army dude, right? And I made this amends with this man. And as a tear was rolling down his eye, he said, keep doing what you're doing, son. Created a new life, a new relationship with my dad. The dude that I didn't even like, I was so resentful for, that I hated it. I didn't want to be around, right? Like, and I let go of all those things, all those prejudice that I had against him, and we created a bond. I don't think I would have created that bond without doing that fear inventory. See, everything we do is transformative. It transforms me into something else, right? Like, this fear inventory allowed me to get outside of myself and make this amends, right? Like, and now I got a right relationship with both my parents. So the ninth step catapulted me, right? Like, in October 28th, I just lost my dad, right? And guess what? I don't think without that fear inventory, I would have been able to show up for my dad. I don't think so. I don't know, but I don't believe, because of the result of these steps, because of God doing for, because of me getting me out the way, I got to show up. After my mom, dad passed away, I don't know what these numbers mean, but my mother passed away February 18th. My dad had a stroke. He had another stroke. He started going through dementia. After that, my uncle died. His brother died. My auntie died. My girlfriend left me. I'm talking about all this stuff within 2 months. My sponsor, I told my sponsor, give me some time. I'm grieving. He said, you're responsible. I can't sponsor you no more. I'm talking about all these losses within 2 months. Within 2 months. Guess what? I didn't drink about it. I'm a no matter what club drinker. I don't drink no matter what. No matter what comes down the pipeline, I find that when I'm down to nothing, God is always up to something. I trust God, clean house, help others. That's what I do, right? I follow the program of action. I get into service, right? And I start giving away, and I start showing up places that I wouldn't have showed up for drunk. And I go to a conference. And my friend Pam said, I'm going through something with my ex, and she said, go talk to Uncle Ralph. Right? Like this is by seconds and inches. I would have missed it had I not showed up, had I been in my mess, that argument in Boston, Massachusetts I kept showing up. One thing I could grade my own report card. My sponsor gave me the green light on this, right? He said, one thing you can grade your own report card is whenever life been showing up, you never stop showing up for the program, the Fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous. You can grade your own report card on that. I've never kept all my commitments. I kept my speaking engagement. I kept helping others. I kept trying to give away what was so freely given to me. I'm into service, y'all. I'm a service junkie, and the members around me are service junkies, right? I flock in this society with the same people that flock with me. Birds of a feather. Right? We flock together, right? And I flock with these members, and they keep me accountable. They keep me in service. They keep me outside of me, right? Things happen as a result of getting connected. So February 28th, I lost my mother. October 28th, I lost my dad. November 28th is my sobriety date. I don't know what that means, but it means something to me. I lost in order to gain. I lost two people in my life, and on November 28th, God gave me. I've been in my assignment since November 28th. I ain't know what this thing was gonna look like. I ain't know what was coming down the pipeline. I ain't know I was gonna get to show up. I ain't know how God was gonna use me. Guess what? From the moment I got surrendered. God's been showing up, and I'm grateful for it. So I just came from a conference, y'all. I mean, my life is amazing, even though I'm always better than what I think. I'm always better than what I think, right? So I go to this conference in Boston, and I'm in my mess, but I still show up. And this guy that I'm listening to on YouTube at the conference, my friends say, go talk to Uncle Ralph. I go talk. Damn, I've been listening to you, right? I've been listening to you on YouTube. Look at God, right? Look at God. Watch what God shows. God disguises himself in our everyday life. I went to go talk to him. He is now my sponsor. He has a solution. Get a sponsor that speaks louder than your ego. I had to get somebody that I can hear. Right? I had to get somebody that speaks louder than me, because my mind is really loud at times. So when I'm in something, or when I'm going through something, when I'm feeling some type of way, I call my sponsor, because I can hear him. Right? And he gives me a solution. And I apply this solution in my life. I take this suggestion. All suggestions are free. They only cost when I don't take them. I got tired of not paying for these suggestions that I wasn't taking. I got that wet WWA, y'all. A well-whipped ass. Then I become willing. Right? My sponsor is the type that said, is everything okay right now? And I give him this long story. He's like, what's going on with you right now? I missed the right now part. I give him this long story. He said, no, you're not. You're on the phone with me right now. Everything is okay right now, right? Like, everything is okay right now. I'm in the rooms of Alcoholics Anonymous. I'm giving away what was so freely given to me. I'm allowing God to use me as he sees fit. I see that. Thank you for that 2-minute warning. Look, I caught this flame, right? I caught this candle, right? Like this candle of helping others. And now I've been fanning this flame. I've been fanning the goddamn flame, and it's working. I'm on fire for Alcoholics Anonymous. I can't see myself saying no to a service commitment if I'm available. I don't know how to do that. I do those things that's uncomfortable until not doing them feels uncomfortable. I continue to show up, even though when I don't feel like it, I show up. Right? Last weekend, I was at a conference, right? Like with my sponsor, and God showed up again, right? Like the fingerprints of God. I'm talking about my life. I'm talking about how God shows up and he introduced me to this guy, and this guy had these tickets to this place, and I don't know nothing about the place. It's called the Sphere. I'm in Vegas, and I go to this place. Amazing experience, but the most important amazing experience is I got connected to another friend of Alcoholics Anonymous that got some time in Alcoholics Anonymous. That he said, "Man, what do you think about this?" I'm so grateful for you, Marty. I'm so grateful for Marty. Look, God showed up. I just say yes. I become available. What my life look like today? I'm a trusted father, right? I'm a trusted father, right? My kids, when I call them up on the phone, I'm a truck driver, y'all. I'm all over the road. When I call them, Daddy, they get excited to hear from me, y'all. I got to show up for my parents. They got a son back. They got their son back, right? How am I living today, man? Like I'm living imperfectly perfect. I'm living I don't do this thing perfectly, right? I mess up, I fall down, I make mistakes, right? But through the mistakes and in the mistakes, I'm growing with God because I don't feel good. And the only thing I know to do is turn. I pause, pray, process, proceed. I bring God in. I got a 10 step, y'all, today. Right? I got a 10 step today. I got a pause button today. I never had a pause button. I'm incredible hope. I'm angry all the time, and I'm gonna let you know that I'm angry, and that's all fear based. That's all fear based. My fear shows up as anger. I'm gonna get my way. I'm gonna make you know, right? Like I don't gotta live that way no more. I don't do things as often, as much as severe. So anybody new, come all the way in. Sit all the way down, glue your butt, gorilla glue your butt to the seat. Do some eye hustling, some ear hustling. Right? Apply these principles to all your affairs, and your life will change if. That's a huge 2-letter word. If you want what we have. If you do what we do. If you're willing to go to any length. If you do the work, you get the results. I'm a grateful, recovering from my ism, right? Grateful member of Alcoholics Anonymous, and the program of Alcoholics Anonymous has given me a life to live, a life worth living, a life to looking forward to things that's coming. I don't know what's coming. Come all the way in. The program of Alcoholics Anonymous working. God is real. Thank you, Aaliyah. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, everybody, for listening. I hope I help. I pray that I didn't hurt. With that, I'm going to stick and stay. Love y'all.